Question number 5. From a circular sheet of radius 4 cm, a circle of radius 3 cm is removed. So find the area of the remaining sheet and take the pi value as 3.14. Now I have shown you the diagram on your screen. Now there are two circles. The first one on the top is a circular sheet of radius 4 cm. That means that this circle has a radius of 4 cm, and the other circle which is on the bottom has a radius 3 cm. Okay, now let's move to the second screen. Okay, now you will see that the circles are placed on it. Okay, so we have to cut the inside green part of the circle, and the remaining area we have to find how much it is. Now after looking at the diagram, we can easily say that the area of the remaining sheet is equal to area of circular sheet with the radius 4 cm, that is nothing but the area of the bigger circle, minus the area of the circular sheet with the radius 3 cm, that is nothing but the area of the sheet which is having a smaller circle. Okay, if we'll subtract this, we'll find our answer. And here the bigger circle having the radius r1, which is 4 centimeter, and we mentioned the smaller circle radius as r2, which is 3 centimeter. So firstly, finding the area of the circular sheet with the radius r1, that is 4 centimeter. So we have used the formula pi r1 square. So we'll get the area as 50.24 centimeter square, and we have marked this as equation 2. Then the area of the another circular sheet with the radius r2, that is 3 centimeter. After substituting the values, we get the area as 28.26 centimeters square. We already defined the area, the formula of the area of the remaining sheet, and we marked this as equation 1. And to find that up, we got the other values, the area of the circular sheet with the radius r1 and also with the radius r2. So we just have to substitute the values of equation 2 and equation 3 into the equation 1, and we are finding the area of the remaining sheet, which is equal to 50.24 minus 28.26, and the unit is centimeter square. And after calculating, we got the area of the remaining sheet as 21.98 centimeters square. So question number 6. Saima wants to put a lace on the edge of a circular table cover of diameter 1.5 meter. Find the length of the lace required and also find its cost. If 1 meter of lace costs rupees 15, and take the pi value as 3.14. So here we know the diameter, that is 1.5 meter. So we know the diameter is equals to 2 times radius. So we have the 2 into r is equal to 1.5 meter. So now let's find the length of the lace required. So length of the lace required is nothing but the circumference of the circle, and the circumference of the circle we find using the formula 2 pi r. So pi we are taking 3.14, radius we already have the value of 2 times radius, that is 1.5 meter. So after calculation, we are getting the length of the lace required is 4.71 meter. Now once we calculated the length of the lace required, now we have to calculate the total cost of lace, and we have given 1 meter will cost rupees 15. So we know the length now, that is 4.71 meter. We'll multiply by 15 and we'll get the total cost of the lace. So after calculation, we are getting 70 rupees 65 paise. So Saima will pay 70 rupees 65 paise to purchase 4.71 meter of lace to put on the edge of the circular table cover of diameter 1.5 meter. Question number 7. Find the perimeter of the adjoining figure which is a semicircle including its diameter, and the diameter given is 10 centimeter. So here we have given a semicircle with the diameter 10 centimeter, and we have to calculate the perimeter of the this semicircle. So we know the if it's a full circle, we know the formula of perimeter of a circle is 2 pi r. If we divide this 2 pi r by 2, we'll get the perimeter of the semicircle, and we have to add the diameter to it because perimeter is the boundary of the shape. Okay, so in order to calculate the perimeter of the semicircle, we need a radius as well. So we know the diameter, so we can find out the radius is equal to diameter divided by 2. So we'll get 5 centimeter as a radius. Now let's calculate the perimeter of a semicircle. So we have the formula pi r plus diameter. So after calculation, we'll get the perimeter of semicircle 25.7 centimeter. Question number 8. Find the cost of polishing a circular tabletop of diameter 1.6 meter. If the rate of polishing is rupees 15 per meter square, take the pi value as 3.14. Here we know the diameter of the circular tabletop, which is 1.6 meters. So in order to find the radius of the circular tabletop, we'll use the formula diameter divided by 2. So 1.6 meter by 2 will get 0.8 meter as the radius of the circular tabletop. Now we also have to find the area of the circular tabletop, for which we'll use pi r square. Pi value we have to take 3.14. Radius we already found 0.8 meter. So that area of the circular tabletop, if we will multiply it by 15, so we'll get the cost of the polishing. So we have calculated these two together, that is the cost of the polishing and the area of the circular tabletop. Okay, and we have got the radius for the same, which is 0.8 meter. So after calculation, we'll get 30 rupees and 14 paisa is the cost of the polishing for this given question.